I never expected a simple Thanksgiving grocery run to turn into the most unexpectedly satisfying moment of my entire week. But when a grown man mid-40s, angry-looking and apparently allergic to common decency, decided to shove his cart into my grandmother and blame her for it. Yeah, he unlocked a side of me I didn't even know existed. And by the end of that trip, he was wandering the store with the angriest, stupidest expression, completely unaware that his misery was handcrafted by me. If you've ever wanted to stand up for someone you love, if disrespect toward the elderly makes your blood boiled, then hit that subscribe button right now. Drop a like to support every grandma out there and tell me in the comments, what's the pettiest revenge you've ever gotten away with? Because today, justice takes a shopping cart to the face. Thanksgiving week is one of those times when the world collectively loses its mind. Every supermarket becomes a slow-moving mosh pit of confused shoppers, screaming toddlers, and carts that refuse to roll straight. But my grandma, God bless her, is one of those people who loves the chaos. She says it keeps her young. So there we were, inching our way down the baking aisle of our local supermarket. The store was buzzing, carts squeaked, fluorescent lights hummed overhead. The shelves were picked half clean from holiday panic buying. Grandma was holding her list in one hand, her cart in the other, blissfully comparing brands of cranberry sauce like it was fine wine. Me, I was just enjoying spending time with her. Then I heard it, a sharp, irritated harumph behind us, like someone trying to clear a bowling ball from their throat. I turned just in time to see him. A man in his mid-40s, jaw-tight, eyes narrowed, pushing a cart piled with cases of bottled water. He looked like someone who treated customer service workers like therapy animals. Before I could even process it, he plowed forward so aggressively that his cart clipped my grandmother's hard. Her cart jerked, her body jolted. Her hands scrambled to keep hold. For a split second, my heart hit my stomach. My grandma is tough. She raised 4 kids and survived the era of stovetop pressure cookers, but she's still 70. She doesn't deserve to get rammed in a grocery store by a middle-aged toddler. I expected him to apologize. Even a half-hearted oops would have been fine, but instead he muttered it, loud enough for us to hear, clear enough to boil my blood. Some people really are rude. I froze. My brain legitimately stalled, like a bad internet connection. Did this dude just hit my grandma and then blame her? My mouth fell open. Grandma, bless her endlessly patient soul, simply adjusted her sweater and said quietly, "Oh, it's fine, sweetheart. He's probably just in a hurry." But I could see her hands trembling slightly, not from pain, but from embarrassment. That did it. That tiny involuntary shake, that little sign that someone had made her feel small. Inside me, something lit up. A spark. A very petty, very specific spark. But I swallowed it. Not yet. We kept shopping as he stormed past, huffing dramatically like we had personally ruined his life by existing. For the next few minutes, I tried to focus on helping Grandma find the good dinner rolls, but my mind kept replaying the moment. My chest had that tight, buzzing feeling you get right before you do something reckless, like the world's pettiest superhero origin story. And then, opportunity arrived. 5 minutes later, while Grandma and I were comparing pumpkin pie fillings, I saw him again. This time, he wasn't pushing his cart. He was walking briskly toward the restrooms, muttering something under his breath. His cart was left behind, unattended, right in the open. And that familiar spark inside me turned into a full-blown, galaxy-level idea. A delicious idea, one that would cost him time, dignity, and peace. Without breaking a single rule. I looked at Grandma and said, "Hey, I forgot something in the produce section. I'll be right back." She barely looked up, just waved her hand in that gentle, "Okay, sweetie" way she always does. I didn't go to the produce section. Instead, I went straight for his abandoned cart. It wasn't hard to spot who else buys enough water to hydrate a marching band. I checked around. No cameras pointing directly at me. No employees nearby. No one paying any attention at all. Perfect. With the smooth confidence of someone doing exactly what they were born to do. I placed my hands on the cart's handle and started pushing, but not back toward him. I wheeled that cart through the store like a villain strolling through a montage, past the frozen foods, past the holiday displays, past the long lines of stressed shoppers who didn't even question what I was doing, and finally, to the far-forgotten corner of the store. The place near the employee's only door where abandoned boxes go to die. No one goes there. It's like the Bermuda Triangle of discount groceries. I wedged the cart deep into the corner between a stack of unused pallets and a metal storage rack. Hidden, invisible, gold to anyone else, it would look like a random leftover cart. To him, it would be like it dropped off the face of the earth. I let out a slow breath. A grin spread across my face so wide my cheeks actually hurt. Justice is best served somewhere inconvenient. I walked back to Grandma, feeling a lightness in my body I hadn't felt in hours. The tight, angry buzzing in my chest had turned into a warm glow. Not guilt. Never guilt, just satisfaction, pure and simple. When we made our way to the checkout line, I saw him again. Oh, it was beautiful. He was pacing, looking around frantically, his face growing redder by the second. Brows furrowed so deep they could hold rainwater. He looked like a confused rat in a maze built by someone who hated him personally. He checked the bakery section. Nothing. He checked the freezer aisle. Nope. He peered down random lanes, spinning in circles like his GPS had lost signal. Each time he passed, I had to look away just to hide my smile. This was the kind of petty justice that restores your faith in the universe. She knows me too well. She tilted her head and asked, "Sweetheart, why are you smiling so much?" I shrugged casually. Just remembered something funny. She chuckled and patted my arm. "Good. You've been tense today. It's nice to see you happy. Oh, Grandma, if only you knew. Behind us, the man continued searching helplessly for another 5 minutes before eventually giving up. And grabbing a different cart, visibly annoyed and muttering about idiots and stupid store layouts. But the best part, he had to reshop everything, every last item, every water bottle, every ingredient. Everything he'd spent who knows how long gathering. I didn't touch anything inside his cart. I didn't break anything. I didn't sabotage a single item. But I did waste his time. And for a man like that, time is the one thing he values more than manners. We paid for our groceries and walked out into the crisp November air. I carried the bags, and Grandma linked her arm with mine. As we headed to the car, that warm, satisfied feeling settled in deeper. It wasn't about revenge. Not really. It was about protecting someone I loved. It was about restoring balance. It was about showing the universe that disrespect doesn't get to win not today. And the best part, the revenge was gentle, painless, victimless, except for one man who absolutely deserved it. From the parking lot, I saw him pushing his second cart toward the exit. His jaw clenched, his brows locked in permanent annoyance. He had that I hate everyone energy radiating off him like a cheap heater. And me, I just smiled, because he never knew, he would never figure it out. He'd blame the store, the crowds, the universe. Meanwhile, I walked away with my grandmother's hand in mine and a quiet, powerful sense of victory humming in my chest. Sometimes revenge isn't fire and fury. Sometimes it isn't elaborate or dramatic. Sometimes it's just moving a cart and watching karma do the rest. If there's one thing I learned that day, it's this. Respect is free. Kindness costs nothing. But the price of disrespect. Sometimes it's a very long walk around a very big grocery store, searching for a cart that's never coming back. If you enjoyed this story of wholesome, petty justice, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss another revenge story. Tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever pulled off? I read every one of them, and I can't wait to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and remember, don't mess with someone's grandma.